What is up, everybody? TriforceCaboose here. I hope you all are having a wonderful day today. If you can hear my voice right now, then you have stumbled into another episode of Go Figure. This is my part of the internet where I am your host, and I take you through all things action figures, statues, bust, or anything of the sort. But I won't run my mouth too long. If you want to catch me on any other part of the internet, all the links to my socials are down below. But without me running my mouth, let's get right into today's video. But I hope to see you around, hope you're doing well, and look forward to chatting with you soon. Be safe and be good people, my friends. What is up, guys? TriforceCaboose here, and today I am incredibly excited to bring to you a review of my favorite Marvel Legends release from last year. This is, of course, the Hasbro 2020 movie Venom figure. I was stoked when I saw this come up for release. It was very difficult for me to get my hands on. It was sold out everywhere when I wanted to pick it up. I ended up snagging it off eBay. I don't have the card for it. It's standard Marvel Legends box, tailored directly toward the movie Venom aesthetic. Guys, this thing is magnificent. My only hopes is that one day, Hasbro, make us a classic comic Venom, but please slap him on this body mold. This mold is magnificent for Venom. Honest to God, getting this figure in hand was one thing that really helped me decide to start reviewing figures because this thing's so goddamn great. I gotta gush about it. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and pop this bad boy off the stand and into the hand. Starting off, I'm going to go ahead and talk about his accessories. He's a little light on accessories, nothing too crazy. You have the extra hands. They're just closed-fisted hands, good old punchy boys. Nothing too crazy. The paint application on these looks really good. Just your standard punching hands. And then you get a closed mouth grin head sculpt, which I really like. The teeth on this are incredibly well painted. Paint application's really clean. I don't have any smudges, any smears, anything like that. Everything looks really, really good on this head sculpt for me. But that does it for his accessories. I really wish we had gotten some kind of slimy symbiote tendrils, you know, just something simple. I know Venom didn't use that in the movie nearly as much as Riot did, but still, there's a few custom packs you can buy, which if I get one in, I may re-review this with those, but overall, I'm not too mad, mainly because of the quality of this Marvel Legends figure. It is absolutely magnificent. From the type of paint, the gloss effect that you get from him really gives you that symbiote shiny feeling. Guys, I'm gushing about this figure. The head sculpt with the tongue, everything looks really good on mine. Paint apps are really clean. Everything looks fantastic right on up to you get that like painting of the inside of like the muscle tissue where the jaw unhinges. Nice long Venom tongue, nice visceral opening. Not much as far as paint apps on the figure outside of the head. It's just kind of the white veins kind of going through the arms, down on the forearms and down to the hands. Honest to God, his hands are magnificent. I really love his big meaty claws. The only thing, my only downside with this figure, aside from the lack of accessories, is just I really wish he had a swivel at the waist. I'm about to get into articulation. He has diaphragm swivel, but I really wish we'd also gotten that dual waist swivel here instead of just the ab joint. Now, as far as articulation goes, and I'll show you with the second head sculpt in a minute as well, before I do articulation, let's talk about the girth of this boy, the length girth. What does that mean? If you're measuring out this figure, he stands just above the 7-inch mark, barely, and just above the 18-centimeter mark. So he's a tall boy, which I love. I like a big, hefty Venom. Some of the other Venom releases just don't have the heft that I want. So as far as articulation goes, you can get him looking up. Not a ton, actually. He doesn't have that head lift like I would really want him to, but you can look up a little bit. Maybe more so on the other head sculpt, which I'll go through. This head doesn't really look up or down. As you can see, there's no like actual hinge here. It's kind of just on the freestanding ball, which I would rather have the hinge. Let's go ahead and put this other head sculpt on him. That way you can get a look at closed mouth Venom. My only issue with this is it makes his chin, oh, I didn't really have it pointed on well. My only issue with this head sculpt is that it makes his chin look incredibly sharp. Like, he could definitely kill Peter Parker just with the chin butt. But with this one, yeah, no, you don't really get any up and down movement. You get side to side movement with both head sculpts. This head sculpt also is a bit more secure. I might need to heat the other one up just to get a little more secure. No real head pivot, just slightly. Arms, full 360. Go out about that far. Obviously forward, out. Double jointed elbow, excellent bend in the elbow. Wrist swivel, wrist hinge, diaphragm joint. You can get him doing some of the body lean with it. and rock with it. Just on the diaphragm without using the ab crunch, he'll lean back about that far. Just on the diaphragm, you get more than lean forward. Now, if you engage the magnificent bend back, and my favorite part is just how far forward he'll bend. Like for Venom, it's magnificent. He's just a giant Spider-Man, which is all I want out of a Venom figure. For legs, like I say, there is no hip rotation. For legs, he'll rocket kick. Look at how happy he is as far as moving his leg back. Not a ton. He'll kick back a little bit. You get thigh swivel. Double jointed knees. Can almost kick himself in the tush. For Venom's like the size and the mass of this build, I really, really like this. As for his feet, you can get him kicking up about that far. Kicking all the way down to the little spread out tippy toes. Swivel. And we get pivot. Very, very, yeah, no, you get good ankle pivot. Then, toes. Give you, that was old Venom toes. Yeah, let me pour it out and switch over the hands to show you guys the fist punching hands, which I don't like very much on this figure. Maybe for certain poses I would use them, but for the most part, I'm almost always gonna keep at least one of the big grabby hands on. I want to buy some custom Marvel Legends webbing for this boy because I feel like it would be magnificent. For a quick height comparison, that is him compared to the retro-carded negative suit Spider-Man, who I will be reviewing very soon. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is the kind of height difference that I really want to see from like a Peter Parker to an Eddie Brock Venom. Like the height difference is very much what I'm excited about. And the girth difference. Look at how small width-wise Peter Parker is compared to Venom. It's just, oh God, it's just absolutely magnificent. Oh my God. So yeah, guys, in closing, again, this was my top pick for Hasbro's Marvel Legend releases last year. I had more fun with this figure than I had with any of the other releases the entire year. I love posing him. I love the posability. Look at the way the meaty claw hand grabs Spider-Man by the throat. The claws are able to pose with Spider-Man figures. Like, that looks magnificent. The Spider-Man 2099 figure, the updated one, works really well with this figure as well, as far as like scaling and posing. But just grabbing Peter Parker by the face, lifting him up, letting him know who the boss is. I love it. Guys, I mean, I'm just here to give you my thoughts on the figure. Make sure before you buy it, you know what I think about it, and I think this is a solid release. If you can pick it up anywhere between, you know, at the retail price point of $20, I mean, shoot, it's absolutely worth it. I picked this thing up off eBay for like $32. I have zero buyer's remorse. It is absolutely magnificent. It looks great in a collection. My only hope is that we get a classic Venom on the same body mold, give me the traditional feet over the Toad movie Venom, and god dang, classic Venom chest piece painted on. I've seen some customs of it. It looks magnificent. Hasbro, please, I need this. I don't just need it, I require it. But yes, guys, that's my thoughts on the figure. It is a 10 out of 10 release for me. I don't normally stick numbers on things, but this was my figure of the year last year. I've said that 3 times because I just have to drive home how good it is. Look at that Venom butt. Anyway, guys, I hope you all are doing well. I am glad to share some of my figure reviews with you. I'm trying to hurry because my camera is dying, but I hope you guys are doing well, taking care of yourself, not letting any of the dark thoughts overtake you. Last year was stressful. I hope this year is going better for you. Just remember to take a second to appreciate yourself, and no matter what bad vibes come your way, this world's a better place with you in it, and you're magnificent. Don't ever underappreciate yourself, friends. Until we meet up on the tracks for our next crazy and wacky figure review, I hope you all are doing well. Take care, and this caboose is loose and leaving the station.